G'day and welcome back to DuckZorly Gaming and our Let's Play series on Fenton Forest Farm, a map by Stevie. Okay, so we are back here on our farm. We have pretty much got halfway through our harvest of this field. Our combine harvester up there, we've got a hired worker up there working on that nicely. And in the meantime, we've got to take this T7 with our load back to the farm and dump it off into the silo. So that's exactly what we are going to do right now. Alright, so we're going to head back up here. As we see the combine coming down, we'll do a bit of a drive-by, see him come past. We are, as we said, we're getting started with this map. And it's going to be a long haul, I think, and but a very enjoyable one. So certainly hope you'll stick with us. But today we hopefully won't have quite as long an episode. We're going to try and keep these down to 20 minutes. As that's what I think would be a better medium for all of us to be at. So that is the plan at this point in time. So we'll just see how that goes. Anyway, we're going to come in here. We come flying past the pigs, past the farmhouse there on our left hand side, and so what we're going to do is, I did mention in the first episode, we're going to check out the buy point here at the silo to see exactly what it is we can and can't buy. Just to give you an idea. Now, why is that not why is that not finding the offload point? Oh, I know why. I've got the HUD off. So if you turn the HUD off, you don't get those prompts, and that's okay. But what we'll do is we'll head back around here, turn that off, that's okay. Now what we're going to do, go around here, and we're going to check out to see what we can and can't buy from here. Now the reason being is just to make sure we're all aware of what we can and can't get. So we come under the trigger, press R. As we said, we get lime, TMR, hay, pig food, seeds, straw, grass, fertilizer, silage, and back to lime. So as I said to you in the first episode, we're able to be self-sustained at the farm initially. Yes, you're going to be using cash and buying everything, but you have that ability to do it. Again, I reiterate, not everyone likes to be able to buy all the stuff at the farm, That's fine. Don't buy it then. Okay? It's personal preference. Personally, I don't mind the fact that it's available there just in case. If you get stuck when you're first starting the map, you can go and buy a couple of thousand litres of TMR, pump it into the cows and get them going. I mean, look, realistically, in the real world, if you needed to do that in a short period of time, you could go and look at buying it from a farm co-located near you, or from a supplier or whatever else. So anyway, might not be ultra realistic, but to me, I'm happy enough to have it there. So I'm not going to complain about it. I think it's a good addition to the farm. So whoops, as we almost run into the tree because we didn't reset our camera. There we go. Right, so I avoided that crash, which is unusual. I normally just don't avoid the crash and just crash. So we're going to head back down here and we're going to get ready to offload the combine. In fact, the combine is ready to be offloaded, so we're going to come straight in and offload. Fortunately, it means we've got to go into the field a little bit, wipe out a bit of the crop, but that's okay. These things happen occasionally. Come by. Now you will notice the other thing with this combine too, I haven't spoken much about it. There is a mod review coming out for this one. The beacons on this thing look fantastic. They're an LED beacon, and I reckon they look fantastic. What we'll do is we'll just come out of there. We'll have a look at these beacons. See, that looks fantastic. I really run that. I reckon that looks really nice. So I reckon as a combine, that is pretty schmick. I really do run that. So yeah. Alright, so he's going to offload. We're going to take this, reverse this back off the field. And then what we're going to do is actually going to buy, I do want to buy a smaller trailer. I do want to go buy some stuff for the animals and get the animals at least partly fed. We're going to get the water. We've got the water tank there that's full, so we're going to fill up the water and do all that sort of stuff. So we're going to do that straight off as well. Let's bring him out of the way here first. All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to jump on over. I know I'm doing the shortcut way, but that's okay. I'm sure those of you that have seen my episodes previously are well used to this. We're going to jump in one of the K100s. And we're going to head on over. Grab the bulk liquid transport trailer that's got the water in it, the nice big blue one. I'm going to fill up all the water. And the other thing we're going to do, in fact we'll do that very quickly, is we're going to get rid of those horses. No, you're not going to see me do any horse work. They're just here from default. Don't worry. I'm not even going to start talking about them because I'll get into my rant again. I happened to rant about just a while ago to our friend JJ and Smootho, friends of mine. And yeah, we won't do that. Alright, so we're going to bring this up. We're going to offload water for all of our animals. The animals that need it anyway. Right, so there goes the water for the cows. We've just got to do the sheep and the pigs. We're not going to worry about the horses because we're about to sell them. Said, water trough for the sheep is this one here. Okay. Now I am looking forward to hopefully as well getting the water trough add-on that LS Mod Company brought us. I think GTX himself was actually the one that actually created that for LS Mod Company. I'm hoping we get something like that a little bit later down the track for FS19 because that was a fantastic mod. If you didn't see that mod, basically you went into the map and you edited the map and put some pipe work in. And basically, about the water trough here, you would have an outlet spout on the water trough. And you would also have somewhere co-located nearby a valve and some pipe work. And then basically what you were doing is plumbing the water into the water trough. And when the water got a bit low, you would actually go over to the valve. You'd open the valve and it would start filling up the water trough. And that was fantastic. So there was no more water carting around the farm, all that sort of stuff. The other good thing about that mod was the fact that when it actually rained, not that we see much rain so far in Farming Simulator 19 by default, but when it rained, it also partially filled up, or at least put water back in to the water trough. So if you were on a map, particularly with this worked with seasons, and you're getting a lot of rain, you may well not have had to actually do much way of refilling the water trough at all, because the rain would naturally refill the water trough. It was a wonderful mod, really was. And apart from my lack of skills of actually putting it in, I successfully put it in one map. That was it. Every other map I tried to put it in, even though I followed the same steps, failed. So, but that's more down to me than the actual mod and installation itself. And because GE hates me. And yeah, I'm really hoping we get that sort of stuff back. Those sort of quality of life mods. Speaking of GTX, the other mods I'm hoping he hopefully comes back to us with, although I haven't seen GTX for many months, unfortunately. I miss my Aussie friend. Where are you, GTX? Anyway, the other thing was his storage barns and storage sheds. So he created storage sheds and barns for all your bales and also for pallets, and they were fantastic. They ended up being a must-have. And the advantage with those was basically, it wasn't just the fact that you stored them in there, it was actually helped the actual resource use of the game itself, because when you create pallets, when you create bales, it's actually a resource with all the polygons that draw on the actual system. Whereas with the mods that the GTX created, it actually took those bales, deconstructed them effectively, and just stored them as a number in the bale storage. And so then you didn't have all those extra resources being used by the game in keeping track of all those bales. It's just that mod had, say for instance, you had 200 straw bales. Well, you just had a line in the code saying you had those bales there. And it wasn't until you actually went back to that storage and actually had them unloaded from the storage, that they actually created bales again, and you had those bales back in the resource queue effectively. So it was a fantastic mod on multiple levels. So I'm really hoping we get something like that as well. But time will tell. Time will tell. And I'm sure we're going to start seeing some of those more complex mods and things like that coming out soon. But like anything, we have to wait for the modders to get used to all the new scripting and terms and everything else. But undoubtedly, it will happen soon. All right, sorry about that. I just had to skip on over. All right, so we've almost finished this field, which is grand. Then what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to come and collect all this straw, and that's exactly what we'll do. We'll use a loading wagon, we'll collect the straw, we'll put it in the silos, and we'll also use it for, obviously, the animals. In fact, that's what we'll do. What we'll do now is we'll go and grab one of the other tractors, grab a loading wagon, and we'll do that right now, while we're waiting for that combine to finish off. Alright, so we're going to grab the New Holland. This is the T8 I think I grabbed. I grabbed the T8? Yeah, I did. We've got the T8. We're going to come down here and grab one of our shooter maker loading wagons. We've got 2 of them there. And we'll collect up some straw and then bring it in and that to the cows and the pigs. Alright, off we go. It helps if we go forward, not reverse. Oops. Alright. So yeah. So I hope a few of you have actually gone and checked out Stevie's map and downloaded it and out there playing it. It is, like I said, it's a wonderful map. I'm thoroughly enjoying it. And nothing's going to change with that, I don't think. It's really good. I mean, look, most of my gameplay, I had over, well, it was just on 3,600 hours, 3,600 hours on Farming Simulator 17. I had no hours on any previous version because, well, actually I had 5 minutes on Farming Simulator 13. And I think I've said many times that the reason I didn't go any further with it was basically I thought the game was rubbish, and why would you even bother looking at playing a game such as this? Anyway, so I came into Farming Simulator 17. I think I was actually watching a video. I think the video I saw from Eustace Pharmer was Farming Simulator 15. Anyway, Farming Simulator 17 came out and I got it either on release or just after release. I can't remember now. And we played the rocks off it. So we went up to, like I said, 3,600 hours of gameplay time. Thank God my wife doesn't know exactly how many hours into it. And we've thoroughly enjoyed it. I mean, we really have. And then we've now got this beast. Okay, not quite so enjoyable up until this point in time. There's a lot of issues still with the game. Hopefully Giants are going to fix that. 1.3 patch will be out very soon. Hopefully, and hopefully that'll fix a lot of the problems. I certainly do hope. I know the console guys have got a lot of different problems as well, and I hope it fixes their problems. But I mean, like for some of ours, it's very varied. I mean, since the 1.1 patch, my steering wheel has actually been okay. I haven't had any function that hasn't worked for us. But my good friend Jerry, Grizzly Bear Sims, he's had nothing but problems, and he's still having problems with setting his up and getting. So I mean, it's just a combination. But I mean, the whole pile of things with 19 that are wrong. I'm not going to go through them all now because it's turned into a rant video, which I tend to try and leave for my live streams. But the sounds and everything else, although the sounds are apparently a bit more improved in the 1.3 patch, people have already spoken about. But I mean, it's just Giants and themselves in their comments. Like when a lot of people were talking, particularly the likes of people like Bullet Bill and Oxygen David and Ian898 and all those from Frontier Design and others, saying about how bad the sound and all that is. And the initial response from Giants is, well, it's too bad. We're not changing the sound. We're not going to revisit it, blah, blah, blah. Then you get lines coming out from the developers along the lines of, when people were saying, I think it was they're talking about getting they want a Blender plugin for doing all the 3D work and doing it in GD. And basically, the developer was saying, well, Blender sucks. You should be all playing or using Maya. I mean, not everyone's got a few hundred / thousands of dollars to go out and buy these professional development tools to go use. And I mean, you don't come out and say that to your modding base. I mean, most of our modders are doing it from basically the love of the game and love of basically assisting the community and giving the community what the community wants, that sort of stuff. And then for a game whose lifeblood and its longevity is based not partly, and this is just straight to the point, Giants, your game is 100% reliant on your modding community. Pure and simple, right? Sorry, this is a rant. But Giants, if you haven't got that through your thick skulls right now, then you know what? You might as well screw up any plans for doing Farming Simulator 21, because you're going to have no one that gives a rat's ass about your game. Because they're the ones that are actually giving us, the players, the want to actually play your game. Okay? Anyway, right. So we'll get off that. But, sorry. Blood pressure's gone up. Breathing heavy. Heart's pumping. No, it's all good. So yeah, I mean, but hopefully we'll get them to sort all that out. Anyway, let's get back into this. So we've loaded up with straw. What I'm going to do first, I'm just going to dump it off here. Mainly because it's just easier. So once I've collected it off the field, we can. I've got to go back and empty the combine. We can then come and collect it from the silo, and then so we'll do. We clear this field off first, and then once we've done that, we can send a tractor out there with a plough, get a hired hand out. He can plough the field while we're dealing with animals. So yeah, but anyway, go over there and check out Stevie's map. Download it, all that sort of stuff. You won't regret it. Anyway, don't want to get started about Giants again. So, how is everyone? Hope everyone is well. We are loving our time here with Fenton Forest. Said that numerous times, and I'm going to say it probably another 100 times after. But you can't get enough of this map. Really, really good. All right, what we're going to do is we're going to position here for this next straw run. Like so. But what we're going to do is we're just going to jump on over T7 here, and we're going to go empty the combine. And what we'll do is we'll stay with him till the end, because he's only got that last little bit to finish off, and then he'll be finished. And then at the combine back, get set for the southern field, field 2. And then continue on with the straw collection, and then also, as we said, we're going to ploughed, probably limed. In fact, let's have a look and see what the state of the field is going to be. So at the moment, we're harvesting. It's all well and good. It does need ploughing, and it does need lime. So what we'll come and do, we'll put some lime on it first, then we'll come and plough it, and then we'll be okay. I can turn the weeds off because we haven't got weeds. We've disabled the weeds. I've spoken about that previously, but the weeds just aren't working to the point where we actually enjoy the weeds as a gaming function. So we'll have to wait and see what Seasons do, what the Realismus crew do with the weeds. I am sure they will, in some way, shape or form, that is much better than Giants by default. Righto. Takes off very quick. Hey, where you going? Stop! Alright, let's go grab him. Stop! Nothing up there for you to do. Alright. He's off. Oh, he's already finished loading, so that's okay. So what we'll do, while we got him here, gonna put the wheels out first. Collect up our header, and we'll just move him off the field, so as we can continue collecting the straw. Interesting connection there. Alright, we're going to pull him over here, out of the way. Hoping too that we get Follow Me very soon. I mean, Courseplay is coming, Seasons is coming, or Courseplay is here as a beta. And that's being worked on, which is great. Seasons we know is coming. Realismus are working on that feverishly, which is fantastic, and we can't wait for that to come out as well. But I really want Follow Me. Now, I mean, there's others like AI Vehicle Extension, all that stuff. AI Vehicle Extension would be good, but the original author is not coming back to that. And that leads me to, by the way, don't forget, if you see AI Vehicle Extension, same icon in any of those clickbait horrible sites that I don't recommend anyone goes to unless you absolutely have to, and if you're very, 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 very careful. The AI vehicle mod that's currently posted up is not the original one. It's not working. Just avoid it. And honestly, I recommend most of these guys that actually do these good in-depth mods, they are based on GitHub. So, for instance, Courseplay is based on GitHub. Do not download Courseplay from anywhere else other than the Giants mod hub, so the in-game mod hub, or on Giants website, or from the Courseplay GitHub. Okay. If you do, you are asking for trouble. And if you're not asking for trouble, you're asking for a mod that doesn't work. So you're just wasting your time anyway. Same goes for AI Vehicle mod. Same goes for seasons, all that sort of stuff. Realismus modding and Courseplay are definitely on GitHub. There's a few others that are on GitHub as well. Go and get them from there directly. Okay, you're getting the developer version. You know it's the right one. You're not going to have to worry about any clickbait or rubbish or ads and all that sort of stuff. So, won't go on too much more about that. What we're going to do is we're just going to park this guy here for now. We can head back out and collect the rest of this straw. Turn him on. Make sure we've lowered our... Yep, there we go. Right, off we go again. So yeah, so make sure with the mods you're actually getting it from a reputable place. I can't stress that enough. I mean, I know there's a temptation to go to modhub.us or to FS19 mods.com, any derivative thereof. Really, unless you have to, I mean, look, at best, modhost.com is one I've previously gone to. Currently, I'm not going to modhost.com at all because their security certificate is out of date. And number one, my browser won't let me go there with the security settings I've got on it. But number two, even though I can get there through another browser, I won't because I can't guarantee the security certificate for that site. So I won't go there. I am going to modhoster.de, which is the sister site, obviously the German site, and I get some stuff through there. But again, if it's hosted via Share Mods or someone like that, I won't download it unless I absolutely have to. Really don't like it there. But entirely up to you. You do what you like. But my recommendation is stick to the sites like FS UK, PCSG, Mod Hoster, I guess. There's a few of them to stick to. But there's a lot more to avoid. And no, really, it's hard. But some of these guys, and like for instance, let's look at Alfalfa's trailer, the autoload trailer that we've reviewed and we use on here. Someone else took that and tried uploading it and using it, and it didn't work properly, and there was all problems with it. It's just not worth it. Get the mod where you can from the actual mod author or where he's uploaded it primarily. So for instance, Alfalfa, he's uploaded his mods to Nexus Mods. And as much as I personally don't like the Nexus Mods website and all that sort of stuff, it is actually a lot more safe there than what is anywhere else. And I know custom modding were moving over there as well, although they've since seemingly gone back to using Dropbox links and stuff like that. So yeah, just bear in mind, be careful where you go to get your. I'm not going to harp on anymore or harp on Giant. Keep on ranting. Do that in my Let's Plays. Anyway, we are at 25 minutes, so we're going to finish loading this up and then take it back, and we'll start doing our sign off, because once we've offloaded this, we will sign off, and we'll continue offloading straw into the silo off camera, And then when we come back in our next episode, we'll just deal with the animals and get started with the ploughing. So I apologise for the rant today. I don't apologise to Giants. Giants, pull your head out of the proverbial and start getting with the program. Sort out all these mods that are in your mod queue, the 248 of them or whatever the hell there is. Get some decent QA staff in. Get more QA staff in, but get them to actually do their jobs. If you need help, give me a yell. I'm qualified for doing QA. Part of my profession. But anyway. Now, needless to say, you need to start doing a better job and start looking after your modding community as well as your community giants. Stop putting out all these mods of yours that in some cases don't actually work properly itself, and concentrate on getting the game fixed and supporting your modders. If you don't, only you suffer the consequences. Alright, on that note, this is DuckZorly Gaming, wishing you a wonderful morning, afternoon, evening or night, no matter where you are in the world. Look after yourselves and your loved ones, and we shall see you very, very soon. So before we go, don't forget to like or dislike the video, whichever way you like, that's okay. And also, if you're not already a subscriber, please consider subscribing and pressing that notification bell as well, so you get told when we have new videos or Let's Plays or live streams or anything out. And also, don't forget to come and join us in SGS, the Simulation Gaming Society. Details are down below. This is DuckZorly. Have a wonderful time, and we shall see you back here on Fenton Forest Farm very, very soon. Thanks very much. See you later. Bye.